I'm going to build a barbecue in this tree stump. Come watch.
There's like a big hole in it, so I'm going to try dig that out and put charcoals in there, and then put a brisket on it. It won't need wood chips because this is wood. I just need to be careful that it doesn't catch on fire, but with charcoal that shouldn't be too much of a risk.
I'm cooking out front today, so Peg's not allowed outside because she will run away.
Oh, there's actually heaps of this. It goes real deep. I know that poison oak is a kind of tree, and that means that there are trees that are poisonous. That raises the question, is this tree poisonous? That's kind of like a bit of a theme, I guess, in this show is, will this kill me? It's swooping season as well, so I'm likely to get dive bombed by birds while I'm out here. Bad for me, but probably pretty good for you in terms of entertainment value. G'day. Hey, you know that tree that you guys cut down that was in front of our house? The old one. Do you know what kind of tree that was? Do you know if they're poisonous? So like if I was going to cook food on the wood, that would be alright? Sweet. Okay, so because I'm cooking brisket, I wanted to cook it long and slow, which means I want a fairly good seal on this, but this is uneven here. So I guess I want maybe something to even that out if I can. And I want to put some volcanic rock in the bottom because that will keep the heat going longer for slower. So volcanic rock can explode, so I'll put this like that with the rock underneath it, so if the rockets explode, that won't be a problem. Which, yeah, it's not worth dying for a barbecue. The other thing is that this will keep the charcoal separated from the wet wood, and will probably give it more oxygen and help it to burn better. I need something to put over the barbecue, and I found this under here. That already looks like a barbecue lid. That's perfect. I called my cousin-in-law, who is a volunteer member of the CFA, and he said this was fine. It's rotten, so it won't catch the roots, and it's charcoal, so it's not on fire. It's just smouldering, so it's fine. The idiot who cut this tree left it completely uneven, which makes it incredibly difficult to barbecue on because I can't get a seal on it. So they've really stitched me up there. It's not very smoky, but it is quite hot. So that's one thing. It needs to be an indirect heat to cook brisket, but it goes for a long time. So I probably want it a little bit hotter before I get the brisket on, and I might see if I can figure out how to seal it a little bit more.
I've been dry brining these two briskets in the fridge for the last 2 days in 4 tablespoons of paprika, 1 tablespoon of cracked black pepper, a tablespoon of cumin, and a tablespoon of sugar.
All right, so I'm going to use this can just full of water as the steaming device. It's really hot. It's good. I'm going to put the briskets away from the heat source. Okay, and then I'm going to seal it up with tin foil, and then that will go on the top last. And then that should hopefully seal it up so it steams and smokes and does all that stuff. I wonder if I should maybe put bricks around it.
Now this is ready to smoke for the next 6 hours. I'll open up every hour to top up the charcoal and to spray it down with water. In the meantime, I'm going to do some painting. Look at how toned my calves are.
Yeah, it's too hot. If I don't do something about this, it's going to wind up really dry. So I need to maybe flip this and maybe take some coals out. So brisket's meant to be a slow cook. This doesn't sound or smell slow. It's gone not too bad though. You sort of spray it down to keep it moist. This is half apple cider vinegar, half water. I'll give it some more charcoal as well. There we go. I never thought that me and Peg would wind up looking like each other, but we've got the exact same haircut. It comes out at the sides and then it's thinning on top. See, bud? It's maybe not quite as smoky as I'd like it to be still. So I'll just poke these suckers down the side there. You go on, son, go on. Smoke, smoke.
This has still got a few more hours yet, so I'm going to go hang out in the garden with the dog. I planted heaps of stuff that just hasn't grown, so I put them all into this massive wicking bed just to see what comes up. There's like habanero peppers in here, but there's also some ghost chilies, I think. So who knows what'll happen. Here are my tomato plants. I replanted them into new wicking beds so that when they get bigger, they'll be able to keep growing.
Oh yeah, fairly hot. Let's maybe see how hot it is. Everything is going to plan. I'm getting really good at this, you guys. Like, really good. Alright guys, it's time for this to come off. Cooked for just under 6 hours. I think that for the most part it's cooked a little hotter than it should have. So I'm gonna take it off a little bit early. Pretty juicy. Just gonna stack them together, I think.
Now we'll just let this rest for 20 minutes. And now for the moment of truth.
Yeah, it tastes really good, but probably did need that last 45 minutes, or maybe even longer. But yeah, that's the most successful barbecue yet. The dog can probably have some of this.